Hello everyone, Gomez here for the LAN channel. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different in that we are going to be rating Christmas films in a tier list. The best Christmas films of all time in my opinion. It's very important that I say in my opinion because I'm sure there's many of you out there who have got your own opinions when it comes to Christmas movies and whatnot, and obviously there might be some that are on the list, some that are not on the list. I've put on the films that I've seen personally, but if there's any others that you've seen and would recommend, please let me know down in the comment section down below because I would love to know everything. And I'd also like to know if there's anything we are thinking, Gomez, you fool, you shouldn't put this here, it should be here. But anyway, let's get in and start putting our Christmas films into tier list. So the first film we're going to be rating is It's a Wonderful Life, which It's a Wonderful Life always gets rated #1 on so many different lists in terms of the fact that if you look online, like top 50 Christmas films or something, always It's a Wonderful Life gets voted the best, most like a magnificent Christmas film, and that's mostly because the people who are voting for it are old people. I'm not gonna lie, my mum loves this film. I've watched this film because my mum was like, oh, you gotta watch this film, it's a great Christmas movie. So for those of you who don't know, It's a Wonderful Life is a film whereby there's a guy who basically is getting a little bit depressed, there's all bad things happening to him, he decides that he's gonna kill himself by jumping off of a bridge. This angel falls down instead, and this angel basically lets him see what life would have been if he wasn't around. If he wasn't around, people's situations would be a lot worse than what they were, and so like it has like a happy ending of, oh yeah, it's all good and whatnot. It doesn't change the fact that the man was gonna kill himself. It's actually quite a depressing film, in a manner of speaking. It's more somber Christmas film than anything. Like, it's supposed to have a good uplifting back end, but it really doesn't. Watching that myself, I felt really like, you know, this is not a Christmas film at all. So that's why I'm personally, I might get like a down voted for this, but I'm gonna vote this as D, is where I'm putting It's a Wonderful Life. I wouldn't recommend watching it nowadays. I would definitely, probably never watch it again in my life, and so I'm gonna put it in D. It's not quite F tier, but D tier certainly. Jingle All the Way, my big boy Arnie. Now, I'm not gonna lie, being the younger brother of 3, I actually ended up watching like Terminator, Commando, Predator, all these different Arnie films I watched when I was like 11 or 12, like way before I was supposed to watch them because of having 2 older brothers. So Arnie was always like the big boy around town, especially like, what is it, like the one where he goes to Mars, Total Recall, good times. Anyway, Jingle All the Way was a Christmas staple in my house. It literally, you had to watch it. Turbo Man, everything was just going on, put that cookie down now. But I'm definitely gonna vote this. Like, this is sad. This is Santa tier, 100%. I can't vote Arnie anywhere lower than this. That being said, the next film is Santa with Muscles, which if you don't know, Santa with Muscles is Hulk Hogan making a Christmas film. It is one of the weirdest things you will ever see in your life if you actually bother to watch this film. It has got this weird kind of like bad guys, like villains which are going on. It has got terrible dialogue, terrible puns, everything. If I was doing a list for films which are so bad they're good to watch, I would put this on there. It's one of those kind of films whereby if you've not watched it, watch it so you can see how terrible it is, and also it is a good laugh in that fact. So I'm actually gonna put it in D tier. It's one of those films where if you've not watched it, watch it, but if you have watched it, then you know what I'm talking about, right? Especially around Christmas time, you wouldn't watch this film around Christmas time every single year. I'm basing these things around what you would try to watch every single year, or what I would try to watch every single year.
Merry Christmas, Santa!
Christmas Claus, a Tim Allen film. There's actually, I put all 3 of them in here. The Christmas Clauses with Tim Allen, magnificent trilogy, good time comedy romp. Tim Allen just makes a great thing. It's all about he kills Santa Claus, and so the clause, the legal clause, is that he now must become Santa Claus. So he starts growing a beard and everything along those lines, and it is just a really good, nice comedy film. So Tim Allen, fantastic actor anyway. I'm putting this as a solid B. I don't think, I'm not going out of my way to watch this every single year. If it's on, I will watch it, but I'm not actually going out of my way every single year to watch this like Santa Claus film. So that's the reason why B tier, but it's a solid B, and definitely go check it out. Jack Frost. Jack Frost, for those of you who don't know what Jack Frost is, it's basically a film whereby the kid's father dies and then comes back as a snowman, and then there's the really dramatic thing whereby he basically dies again because he melts in front of his son. So really dramatic, and like it's quite sad. It's a sad story, and I don't like, me personally, I don't like sad stories around Christmas, and so it is going to end up in D tier. It's with Santa with muscles. That is where Jack Frost is ending for me. I know there might be some people who don't like the idea because it is a very like traumatic, dramatic film, but I'm not going to watch this around Christmas time. I won't do it, okay? I just won't do it to myself. So that's why that's going there. Deck the Halls. Now, Deck the Halls has got like Danny DeVito and the guy from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. You'd think, oh, like a great little comedy thing going on. And it does have some moments. It's basically about two people competing to have the best Christmas light display of their house. And, yeah, you're never watching this again, really. That is the first F tier, like trash crap that you're not going to go out of your way to watch ever in your life. And so that is why that's going there. Arthur Christmas is the first animation in this list. And you know what? I will go out of my way to watch this every single year with the missus. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna put it as S tier, but Arthur Christmas, the comedy which is in it, the fact that you've also got some actually like good talent in there, like what's his the guy who plays House, Hugh Laurie? Is it Hugh Laurie? I think it's Hugh Laurie. The whole story of like the grandpa helping out Arthur, but then it turned out that he just wants to relive the glory days of being Santa. And what I do love about this is that it shows the Santa lineage and like the weird kind of power struggle in the Santa family, and it like making it seem like just a normal everyday family. And that is why I do like it. It's a nice little like family comedy, and I do enjoy it. So it goes A tier, okay? Will Ferrell's Elf. Now, I grew up with a lot of Will Ferrell in my life, okay? So Blades of Glory, there was like Old School, all these different things with like obviously Anchorman and such, like all these different things with Will Ferrell in, and it's a solid B. I'm not gonna go. It's just slightly off of A tier. I'm gonna put it in B. It is better. I'm watching it more than all these other films. Let's face it. But yet again, Elf. I'm not going to go out of my way to watch this every single year. Now, I will, if it's on, I will watch it, but I'm not going to go out of my way to watch Will Ferrell's Elf every single year, but it is magnificent. Eating the pasta, which is just full of sugar and such, and like the energy that he brings to that is potentially a little bit too much. Plus, I think that is the first film that we might see which has got Peter Dinklage in. I might be wrong with that fact, but it was definitely the first film which I ever saw with Peter Dinklage in, before obviously he got big man with Game of Thrones and such. But yeah, no, solid B. Batman Forever. Now, people are going to be saying, Gomez, why the hell is Batman Forever in your list? Batman Forever is actually in the list for a good reason. If you watch that film, it's all set around Christmas time. Baddies break out of a Christmas present. There's like other Christmassy stuff going on. There's like a big Christmas tree in the background in one of the major scenes from what I can remember. And it does all take place around Christmas time. Now, it's just one of these really weird things with Tim Burton movies, because this was a Tim Burton Batman Returns, and it's the same as what you're going to be seeing later on down the list, because obviously Tim Burton did Nightmare Before Christmas, but also I nearly considered putting Edward Scissorhands into this list, because Edward Scissorhands is kind of like, you almost think it's a Christmas film. The reason why Edward Scissorhands didn't make it in is because I don't think most of the film is based at Christmas time. I might be wrong with that fact, but I just didn't think it was enough there. But I will say that Batman Forever does actually spend most of its time around Christmas, and I think this is the first Batman film where it looks like he basically kills a man by giving him a bomb. Now, we know that Batman doesn't kill people, but in this film he hands a man a bomb and smiles, and I think he blows up and dies. I might be wrong with that fact, but that is, go back and watch that scene. Out of all the Batmen, it's kind of, I mean, it's average. I'm gonna put this as C tier. A Christmas Carol. This is the animation which has got Jim Carrey. Now you say to me, Jim Carrey, glorious comedy, I'm putting him at the top. I'm not putting this at the top of the list. The reason I'm not putting this at the top of the list is because this is one of those weirdest films you'll ever see. If you actually bother to sit down and watch this, like, I have watched so many different renditions of A Christmas Carol. This is probably without a doubt the worst. I didn't think you could get Christmas Carol wrong. This is by far one of the worst renditions of Christmas Carol. It goes down a weird kind of creepy, scary vibe. If you've got Jim Carrey on the bill, you're going comedy. Don't throw this weird kind of horror weird thing at me. I'm F tier. F tier, coal coal in your stocking, whoever made this film. The Santa Claus, which actually was a film which I completely forgot about. It was Campy in the Discord who said about this film and where it to be rated. I actually looked it back up again. I'd forgotten about this film. It is actually not a bad film. Like, I actually remember when I looked up the pictures and looked up the story, I remembered actually watching this film. It actually has the bad guy in this film is the guy from 30 Rock, I can't remember what the hell the guy's name is, but he's been in a number of different things, and I like him as an actor. I'm not gonna lie, I like him as an actor, and I don't know, he's got that lovely voice that I do love in a villain. And basically the idea is that one of the elves goes off and works for him and makes like a great toy which is better than what Santa Claus is making or something along those lines. He basically is trying to get belief out of Santa Claus, which makes the sleigh fall down in the middle of, like, I'm gonna say Central Park because it's probably gonna be Central Park in the middle of America or something. Also, this film has got one of the best animatronics in it in terms of reindeer. I defy you to find a better animatronic reindeer than what you see in this film. That's all I'm gonna say in terms of the great effects. This film totally stands up today. I'm gonna put it in B tier. It is, yet again, along the lines of these kind of a films. Wholesome, nice. I would watch them if they're on, but I'm not going out of my way to watch them. Okay, Gremlins. Gremlins, yet again, a film which you wouldn't necessarily associate with Christmas, but if you actually go back and watch the film, it's all set around Christmas time. You even see this Christmas tree in the background when he's going through the supermarket on a little car. So, Christmas time is when this whole set... I think it is actually a Christmas gift. Is he a Christmas gift? I think the gizmo's a Christmas gift, but I'm assuming so, because it's set around that time, but I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've seen the film. It is a solid film, but in terms of Christmas time, am I going to be watching Gremlins at Christmas time? Probably not. It's a solid film. I just want to point out, Gremlins, solid film. Gremlins 2, one of the rare occasions where the sequel is actually better than the original, in my opinion. Gremlins 2 is like, solid. But Gremlins, the first one, I'm actually going to put it as C tier because it's a good film, it's a great film, but it's along the same lines as Batman. You're not really expecting to watch it at Christmas time, but it's still an okay film. Die Hard! Again, some people argue and say that Die Hard is not a Christmas film. Look, Nakatomi Plaza gets robbed at Christmas time. It's a Christmas party that they're at. There's Christmas trees all around. When he kills the guy, he even writes like I have a machine gun now, ho ho ho. And I think the guy's got a Christmas hat on him, the guy in the elevator. It's got Alan Rickman, fantastic actor. Obviously, sadly, rest in peace. He went before he should have, in all honesty. I think that man had many more years of acting in him, so a little bit sad about that. But Die Hard is going to go up for A tier for me. Not S, but A. The first of the Home Alones. Home Alone is Christmas. And that's the reason why I'm actually going to put the first Home Alone as A tier. It is a really good film. I do love Home Alone. I'm not going to lie. I watch this every single year. But I'm putting the first one as A tier because I'm going to do the second one as well. I actually think the second one is B tier. I have my reasons for this. The main thing I think maybe I've seen the first one too much, but also the second one is a better film because the degree of the violence goes up in the second film. He throws bricks off of a roof, which would definitely kill a man and definitely would have killed Marv. And the comedy of that whole scene of when he's throwing bricks off the roof and just Marv, he's basically, Harry, please stop, basically telling him to stop taunting him, to stop Macaulay Culkin from throwing bricks down. Really good. Plus, this is when you see Marv, this is a film where you see a man get electrocuted so much, the scream which he does, and the fact he turns into a skeleton. That's what makes this pure S-tier Christmas film. Without a doubt, Home Alone 2, S-tier Christmas film for the screaming skeleton alone. A Muppets Christmas Carol. We actually come to the last Christmas Carol that is on this list, and Muppets Christmas Carol, yet again, this is S Santa tier. This is glorious Santa tier. This is the best rendition of A Christmas Carol. I will always go out of my way to watch A Christmas Carol at Christmas time. The songs which are in this is magic in the air. I can't try to do a Kermit the Frog voice, but the songs which are in that, just the whole, there's only one more sleep till Christmas. And the way that the Muppets brings across its own humour. Oh, Marley and Marley. Ooh. But anyway, the point is the way that they put in their own kind of humour into this, and for some reason my mind always goes to the business. I don't know why my mind goes to the business bit when he's reliving the past. I think that Charles Dickens would love this bit. Like, Charles Dickens, he would have said this is the best rendition of A Christmas Carol in his opinion. The amount of Christmas carols they've made, this is the best S-tier one, done by the Muppets of all things. But if you've never seen it, watch it. Gloriousness, you will not be disappointed. It is heartfelt, it will lift your spirits. The songs in there alone will lift your spirits. As I said, Michael Caine, fantastic actor. So yeah, I defy anyone to say that that's not S tier. Krampus was one of these films whereby I went into it, I saw the advert, I believe the advert made it look really like kind of like slightly comedic, and it has the guy who was in Parks and Rec, and it also has the guy who was in Anchorman. So I was looking at this thinking, oh, this is going to be a solid comedy. I'm actually going to laugh all the way. I love these actors. I love the things that they've been in. I watched this going into this thinking this was going to be a good comedy. It wasn't. It was, I'm not going to lie, quite disturbing, terrible. It's going to go, this Krampus is going to go in F tier for me, personally. I didn't enjoy it, so that's why it's going to go there. But I would love to, if anyone enjoyed that, please let me know down in the comment section down below, because I don't understand how anyone could have enjoyed that film. Love Actually is the film which my girlfriend forces me to watch every single year. It is a chick flick, it is a romantic comedy where all these different interconnecting weaves of storylines come together in various different ways. There's a lot of bastards in it, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of bastards who are cheating on their wives, their girlfriends, whatever the hell's going on, or they do terrible things. But it's got Ron Atkinson in it, and Ron Atkinson has some really funny moments. So I'm not gonna, it does make me feel cheerful. That's the worst bit about it. I want to hate this film, but I'm gonna put it as a solid B. It's not A tier for me, but it's not less than a B tier. I will watch this every single year. Admittedly, my girlfriend's forcing me, and I go along with it. I mean, it's not like I love it secretly, but I'm gonna put it as a solid B. The Hogfather. For those of you who don't know, Terry Pratchett, fantastic author, wrote many books on this series called Discworld, which is set in this weird kind of alternate world whereby wizards are a thing and like all these different things are going on. It's a very detailed set of books. I would definitely recommend checking them out. So I think there's about 40 of them, but the Hogfather is one of them, and the idea of the Hogfather is that Death takes on the role of Santa to keep the belief alive, because there's like another assassin who's trying to stop the belief in Santa Claus, because he steals the Tooth Fairy's, like he breaks into the Tooth Fairy's thing, steals the teeth control the children, and he's basically controlling the children to stop them believing in Santa Claus, because the whole way that universe works is if you believe in something, then it becomes a thing. If you stop believing, it doesn't. So trying to stop people from believing in Father Christmas and Santa to stop Santa from being a thing is the whole idea is they're trying to kill Santa. But Death knows that you've got to keep the belief of Santa alive, because there's a really good quote in it in the book where basically it's just saying that people need something to believe in, and you learn it at a very young age. You need to learn the little lies so you can believe the big ones. So you need to start believing as a kid in Santa Claus, like the little lies, so that when you're an adult you can start believing in the big lies, like justice and like karma and all. Like, it's actually really poignant, and Terry Pratchett does what he does best, which is he makes it so humorous and so real, the actual reasons, the motivations behind the characters, and why they're doing the things that they're doing, as well as like really gripping it into reality and making you think like, well, this is why we do believe in these kind of things, and that he's just trying to keep that belief alive. And so Death being Santa Claus, A tier. It's not quite Santa tier, but A tier definitely. Which leads us to the last one, The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Jim Carrey's The Grinch, definitely 100% S tier, Santa tier, like potentially even like top, like I might just like organize these around like this, top A tier, watch this every single year. Jim Carrey is a revelation in this film, and you cannot make me think otherwise. It has got so many fantastic lines. I can quote so much of this. Everything about this film I love, even the way that he treats the women who like basically brought him up and raised him. Like when he sees them, "Are you two still living?" Which is without a doubt something I actually say to my parents every single year. I quote that film every single year when we go to visit my parents, just, "Are you two still living?" Because it's such a funny line. Even his voicemail in that, like, "Better check the outgoing," and it's just the, "If you so much as utter one syllable, I'll hunt you down and gut you like a fish." Fantastic. And Jim Carrey, I'm not going to say Jim Carrey is best, because Jim Carrey, actually potentially maybe, he's been in a lot of good things like, you know, Ace Ventura and whatnot. Definitely past Jim Carrey was at his best, but I do really love The Grinch. It is an all-round Christmas film whereby you can watch that no matter how old you are and enjoy it.
Tomorrow is Christmas. It's practically here.
But yes, that is my tier list, personal preference tier list. I would love to hear what yours are. Please let me know down in the comment section down below if you think there's anything which I got wrong or anything that you would change personally. Any films, any Christmas films I didn't include that I might not know about, please let me know down in the comment section down below, because I'd love to hear it. I said I'd love to hear how you think that I did. I said personal preference. I know that there's going to be people who are going to argue different things and that, but I would love to hear your reasoning for why things should be in different places. Remember, shameless plug time, Twitch, Twitter and Instagram. You can catch me on Twitch doing live streams and that. I would love to see you there. There's also the Discord down below. I want to get as many people into the Discord, make a lovely, nice community where we can all talk and banter and have good fun playing games and doing silly things such as this. So please feel free to get involved with that. And if you enjoyed yourself at any point, why not consider hitting that subscribe button? Anyway, hope you have a great Christmas. And until next time, ho ho ho!
Flash of brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.